no disrespect him, but sometimes it's a little crazy that people talking about a small fighter like Charlo. He's big, which
The highly anticipated showdown between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is shaping up to be one of the longest and most thrilling buildups in boxing history. These two world champions are gearing up for a legacy-defining fight that has all the makings of the fight of the year. Crawford, in particular, is taking on an incredible challenge, making the jump from welterweight to super middleweight in just 2 bouts. A feat that seems almost unimaginable.
I tell you like this, the man must have seen something when he called Canelo out, because you gotta remember, Bud called Canelo out. So he must see something in order for him to get that win, and he know he can.
Let me put it this way. Terence Crawford must have seen something in Canelo Alvarez when he called him out. Because to take on a challenge like this, especially after Canelo's long reign, you have to have a deep belief in yourself. Crawford knows he can win. If there's anyone capable of making such a bold leap, it's him. One of Crawford's most remarkable traits is his ability to block out the noise. He did it before his fight with Errol Spence, shutting down all the doubters and leaving Spence sidelined from boxing for nearly 2 years. Now he's doing the same, tuning out the critics who question his decision to move up 2 weight classes to face Canelo. If Crawford gets everything right in this fight, he'll make history as the only male boxer to become undisputed in 3 weight classes, forever etching his name in the annals of boxing.
So no make sense when you guys say that right now. At the end of the day, I don't want to have credit to face Crawford, but
To achieve this historic feat, Terence Crawford knows he has to prepare like never before for the biggest night of his boxing career. While he sharpens his skills, Canelo Alvarez is also gearing up for a May showdown against John Ryder. It's rare in today's boxing world to see fighters with resumes like Crawford and Canelo go head-to-head. Between them, they've accumulated over 100 bouts, countless world championship titles, and a wealth of victories. In a match as precise and intense as this, many believe the weight difference will be the deciding factor. But that could prove to be a misconception come fight night.
First off, how excited are you about it, and break the fight down for us?
Well, I ain't gonna break the fight down for you because I don't want to get a game plan away. But I'm excited for Terence more than anything to get the fight that he wants, to show the world that he's great. He's great.
Many believe that Crawford should take a tune-up fight at a 160 pounds catch weight to prepare for his showdown with Canelo. But that's far from a certainty, especially considering how crucial this fight is for Crawford's legacy. As for Canelo, he could opt for more time off to keep his body fresh. But given his history, he's not one to sit idle for too long. If he does decide to step back into the ring, it looks like IBF super middleweight champion Caleb Plant is the frontrunner. Plant has been in talks with Canelo's team for quite some time, making him the likely opponent for Canelo's next move.
It's a little crazy that people talking about a small fighter like Charlo.
Canelo Alvarez, now 34, has shown no signs of slowing down, but he's likely nearing the final chapter of his career. In a recent interview with Ring magazine, he opened up about when he might consider hanging up his gloves. "I don't know, I'm getting closer to retirement," obviously, Canelo shared. "But I feel great, I feel better than ever. Maybe at 38. I think 38 would be the right time to start thinking about that." He went on to reflect on his career, saying, "I've had tough fights. Ones I didn't necessarily need, but I've always taken risks. My whole career has been about that. I love the challenges and the work I do."
You and Terence Crawford as one of the top 5 fights that he wants to see this year. Is that a fight that you're considering now?
We'll see. We'll see. Everything is possible. We'll see. We want to talk about it. See that.
I try to show everyone how good I am. I love moving up and down in weight. I never focus on my record. My trainer is the one who talks about it, showing me the world champions I've beaten and all the things I've accomplished. Canelo Alvarez's last victory came against Caleb Plant in September 2020, and reports indicate that his long-rumored fight with Terence Crawford could become a reality in 2025. However, the future of this potential showdown remains uncertain for now. Both fighters have existing commitments, and any agreement will depend on various factors, such as contract negotiations and strategic decisions from both camps. Few fighters have faced both Crawford and Canelo, but Errol Spence, who suffered stoppage losses to both men, is one of the rare ones. He's already shared his thoughts on how a potential Crawford versus Canelo matchup might play out.
What do I think of that fight?
Yeah.
I think that, everybody knows that Crawford got the skills. I do think that Canelo's a little big. He's a little big for Crawford, and it'll be a tall task for him.
There are a few others who have sparred with both Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, and one of them has now shared his thoughts on how this fantasy matchup could unfold. That man is middleweight contender Karen Davis, who also faced off against Canelo's rival, David Benavidez, in November 2021. Having sparred with both Benavidez and Canelo, Davis recently spoke with Mill City Boxing and expressed that he believes it would be extremely challenging for Crawford, backing Alvarez to win the fight. Canelo is a big guy. It's going to be a lot, Davis said. He can take a punch, so you're not going to hurt Canelo. I don't think Crawford can hurt him with one punch. Maybe he can cut an eye or something, or cause some issues with the body, but I don't see him knocking Canelo out.
It'll be a lot you have to, it'll be a lot to get that victory based on, size alone. Not that size wins fights, but you got the guy that got size and skill. It'll be hard.
He's going to have to get some flesh on those gloves and target the body. It's going to be a tough task, Davis continued. Canelo can really fight. He has moves and tricks up his sleeve. Boxing isn't easy, and nothing is impossible.
Terence Crawford says he wants to fight Canelo. He's changed his tune. He said he's willing to move up 3 weight divisions. To me, that's kind of crazy, but that just shows you, man, the dog that's in Terence Crawford. If Canelo is victorious against
But if I had to bet, I'd put my money on Canelo. I'm not taking anything away from Crawford, but Canelo is great. Can Canelo stop him? He's the bigger guy, and I think one punch could do it. Oscar De La Hoya, despite his complicated relationship with Canelo Alvarez, has also weighed in on the potential clash between the Mexican superstar and Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford will beat Canelo anytime. Anytime. Because, and this is...
De La Hoya maintains that his predictions about any potential fight involving Canelo are completely unbiased. The former world champion has a bold view on a hypothetical matchup between Canelo and Crawford, believing that Canelo's superior size and power would give him a clear advantage over Crawford at 154 Ulbs. Crawford didn't really look too scary in the ring against a beast like Errol Spence.
just too much overall. Is that kind of the same thing with the Crawford and Canelo because of the weight classes, the weight between them?
Yeah, I believe so.
So imagine Canelo being the bigger guy, a beast himself. It's almost like a no contest. I mean, come on, De La Hoya told Fight Hub TV. Has a smaller good fighter ever beaten a bigger good fighter? It's rare. It's never really happened in the history of the sport. He emphasized that while Crawford is known for his technical skills and punching power,